I don't mean to get excited or anything, but that actually looks like a track, which is bigger and better than anything else that I've found that looks like a track so far. So I'm going to follow it. We'll see how we go. So we're back out looking again, and hopefully this time, after all the guidance that I've received from friends on Facebook and YouTube followers, I should be able to find the Carisbrook Mill, Henry's Mill at Carisbrook Creek, something like that, Carisbrook Mill. Anyway, I've been up and down this road, I've lost count, and I've never stopped at this. There's a grave here. Look at this. Wye River Camp erected this in 1930. He drowned in March 1891. So there's actually a viewing platform over here. Look at this. Talks about the ship. Apparently, wow, it actually says at low tides you can actually see remnants of the ship, and they were spot on. You can see that there. There is a little bit that sticks out in the water, 2 spots. I'm going to walk down there because I reckon I can get pretty close to that. It's an interesting sort of day. On the way down here it's rained 3 or 4 times, and then you get beautiful sun. So it's a fairly strong breeze blowing, a bit too strong to be putting the drone up. When it gets up and there's too much wind, it sends me heaps of warnings. It doesn't like it. Anyway, I'm going to walk down here and see if I can get some footage of this ship that sank here in 1891. So there's some metal out here from the ship. It's actually been here, what's that, nearly 129 years. All right. Right there. Wow. Interesting rocks here. Have a look at this. Brown and then blue with 2 holes that almost look like they were drilled in there. But what would they have been drilled in there for? See how my brain works? It's a constant question. What's that doing there? How's that? It's like that. I saw on Facebook a week ago, there's a photo of a guy and he's got his window wound down, and this is the window, and he's like looking out the window like this, and there's a caption. He's thinking, wonder where that road goes. That's me. Wonder where that road goes. I'm gonna have to get on the motorbike and go down that road, see where it takes us. That's how you find stuff. I'm definitely on the right track this time. Do you know why? Do you know how I know why? Because one of my fellow members through the Otway Enduro Club, of which I'm the secretary, he came out and cleared the entrance to this track just to show me where it was, because I actually rode past it twice, didn't even notice it. Anyway, thank you, Hayden Graham. I've also been sent a map, so when I get down to the location I can have a good look around. Thank you, Corey Eddie. I know I'm on the right track also, because have a look at that. There's a couple of smallish trees that have been knocked down that you can actually, or cut down I should say. Another one just there. And in case you haven't noticed, it's raining. Something new for the Otways. This track doesn't look it. It's actually fairly steep. It's fairly wet also. Might have a little difficulties getting out. Well, we won't know until we try. We're very close. And how do I know this? Because I found the clearing right there, and there's a big pine tree that it's not exactly native to this area, right in the middle. And this is where a sign used to be, and you can see here next to the sign some old relics. There's a part of a boot, there's a rest of an old boot. Look at all the nails. Look at all the nails in the bottom of that. Hold that in place. An old teapot. That looks like a bell. See it? A bell and some old bottles and some metal bits and hessian. This is good. This is good. And there's an old railway nail. All right, let's go exploring. So finding this ruin this time was more about following instructions than exploring, because I was given some wonderful information. All I'm going to do now is follow the tracks. I don't know where it is, but I can hear a creek down over there. So we'll go and walk along the creek, see if we can find something. So this is the map that Corey Eddie emailed through to me. This is going to make it easier to find stuff. Well, at least I hope it is. So the creek, sawdust, excellent. You can see where the railway line was in Blacksmith. We'll see how we go. Beautiful area. Beautiful area. Size of these tree ferns. Look how thick that is. Massive. Look how thick that one is. Oh, look at that. Found the creek. Pretty nice, isn't it? Look at that. Come up from the creek, walk along the edge of it. It's probably going to be quicker. I don't mean to get excited or anything, but that actually looks like a track, which is bigger and better than anything else that I've found that looks like a track so far. So I'm going to follow it. We'll see how we go. Look at that. That definitely looks like a track. Exciting. Very exciting. You're not going to believe this. Find a chair, take a seat. I've actually found some ruins. You beauty. Look, the old boiler. Look at that. Whew. 4 attempts. Look at that. We actually found something. Wow. It's like I'm standing on another one just here. What's this? It's a brick. Look at that. Covered in moss. All right. This is good news. Oh yeah, that's because it's brick foundations that it's sitting on. Around the outside, keep the heat in, I guess. Just to give you an idea of how big this is. I haven't been able to find any photos of the Carisbrook, Henry's Carisbrook mill yet. The fact that that still opens and closed. Good bearings. Let's go and see what else we can find. Found an old tram line. Looks like it was a bridge component because it's going across and there's a heap of stuff down there. Oh, that's awesome. So this stuff bridge, that timber has lasted nearly 100 years. It's quite a big crevice there that goes down to the creek. I'm going to walk down see, not down here. I'm going to walk further down there and walk up and see what I can see, because I can see a big wheel down there, big metal wheel. Wow, let's walk around. That's the other tracks that I can see that go across this crevice. You can see the crevice here. Hopefully you can see it. See the big wheel down there? It's very dark. Everything's covered in moss. This is the wheel I was looking at. It looks like a pulley, you know, one of those things that have the big belt pulleys on. Oh, there's heaps of metal here. There's another bit of metal just laying there. A lot of green stuff growing on it. It's the bridge up there. I thought for a sec this could have been like the shelter that they had for bushfires, because on the map there is a bushfire shelter. Those tram lines have been turned upside down. But I'm not sure whether that's it or not. Looks very close to what they have in here is a little runoff creek. On the map, that is. Here's some more tram lines, little log tram lines, sitting up, perched up quite high, going through. Don't know. I really don't have much knowledge about any of this. It's just good looking for it, discovering it. Sorry, I couldn't be more like David Attenborough. I'll work on it. Just found a couple of old bottles. There's no markings on that one. No markings on that one. It's just a smaller version of the other one. Leave them there for other people to find, and I'll just keep following this track, see what it brings up. Here's another collection of bottles. Just looking for markings on them to see. See that? Wonder what that is. COB Limited. It's not. I think it is. I can hear a motorbike. I wonder if that's Nathan. He said he was going to get on his motorbike and see if he could come down here. It might be him. Just found an old trolley. Not a whole lot left of it, but it's in a cutout. Some more bottles. Look at that. Here's an interesting bit of track. It's got like a corner bit. It's probably switchable. Wow. I can hear a motorbike. I've got a feeling it's Nathan Cobb, but he might not know where to come. But I can hear it. Sounds like an XR 600 to me. Finding more and more stuff everywhere. Here's like one of those belts that I was talking about that would have worked on that wheel, and a couple more bottles. And just back over here, there's some tin. Here's a like a latch off one of the cable trolleys or tram trolleys, and there's another pipe. Wow, look at that. See that? Heart Sport. Wow, that's an emblem of a... I'll have to look that up, find out what that is. That's pretty cool. There's a heap of stuff in here. This is where one of the houses was. It's more tin. Heaps more tin. It's all cut off to small pieces though. Corrugated tin from the roofs or something else. I have no idea what these are. They look like a cross between a fungus, flower, mushrooms. They're pretty nice, pretty interesting. So wet down here. So many interesting things that grow down here you just don't get growing anywhere else. Just found this old engine. Four-cylinder. Lots of other parts. Lots of spiders. That looks like what's left of the fuel tank. Looks like a float, and it's all rusted out. And an old shoe with the sole all worn off. I'm suggesting about a size 5. Size 5. Educated guess. Here's a hole in the ground that doesn't look like it is a natural hole. This could have been one of the bushfire shelters, because it's got bricks around the edge. It's sort of been cut in to give them shelter. And bushfires were a problem, doesn't matter what time you were here. 1700s, 1800s, or the 2000s. It's looks like the way you got in and out. Just there. Plan for bushfires. Pile of bricks and a bit of metal in the middle, so it was, you know, a bit like a kiln or something. More bricks there. More bricks. More bottles. More timber. Found more shoes over there before, just didn't film it. That big pine that doesn't belong in here, but it's been here a long time. That looks like it was planted. There's another bottle. Is that a new one? Looks fairly new. Yeah, that's fairly new. It's still got some cap around the top. I'll leave it there. Can't take it out. Now, I can still hear, I think it's Nathan riding around up there. God, where's the... over this way. So I might get back on the bike, ride out to Henry Road and see if I can find him. Bring him down so he can have a look. He'll love this. So much stuff, you can spend hours here. Very slippery, as I said. Go back down, have another go. Just sliding right now. Well, I got up the track. It was a little bit of hard work. I turned the camera off, forgot to turn it back on. But I actually needed to let quite a bit of pressure out of the rear tyre to get up. It's very slippery. And I don't know if you can see, but it's raining quite a bit. Something new for the Otways. Alright, I'm on my way home now. That was a success. Just on my way out, and I enjoy showing you these, don't I? A couple of remnants of the old trees that have been cut down from years ago. Tough job. We complain about the jobs and how hard it is to work nowadays. Might be stressful nowadays. A lot more expectations, but that looks like hard work to me.